Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at some news. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a bunch of news that has come out over the past couple of days, mostly revolving around some absolutely over-the-top, stunningly brilliant merchandise that you should all be a little bit excited about. But also, a bunch of people have got in touch to tell me, I'll be honest with you, the same thing, but I am in no way, shape, or form upset about that. So we have had the new set come out. Along with that, we got a whole bunch of merchandise, some sleeves, deck boxes, etc. And you know what? This is awesome, and you should all be very excited about it. Now, obviously, we've got some stuff featuring Shadow Rider and Ice Rider Calyrex. They are the poster children for the set. So we've got both sleeves and a deck box featuring Shadow Rider Calyrex. Now, bearing in mind how gosh darn good this card actually is, it is, as far as I'm concerned, a meta-defining card. It is over the top good. I suspect these sleeves and deck boxes will be pretty popular. For those of you that do want to try and import this Japanese stuff, what I'm trying to do, what I'm in the process of doing, is getting a list of websites which are reputable and people can vouch for, from which you can order these. That's going to be coming in a video, hopefully in the not too distant future. But there are plenty of places you can go and pick these up if you search around. I do get that question quite a bit. They are out there. If you Google around, you should be able to find these. Google image search is always a fun one, because you can then, just find the actual sleeves when they're out there. Now, you do also potentially have the opportunity to go and get some Ice Rider Calyrex sleeves and an Ice Rider Calyrex deck box. Obviously, they are using the same artwork. They are very much a pair of products. And look, if you're into Ice Rider Calyrex, might I suggest getting the sleeves and deck box together? That could be a good idea. I don't think the card's as good as Shadow Rider Calyrex, but it's still kind of cool. Oh yeah, and also, we've got a playmat, which is just those two artworks mashed into each other, which it doesn't even really fit like that. It is kind of like two halves, just put one either side, but it's pretty cool, and both the artworks are cool, so if you're into this kind of stuff, go ahead and grab them. By the way, I'm going to be looking at a bunch of stuff here. It all releases officially on April the 23rd, which is 4 days from now, so we're not going to be talking about release dates. They are all April the 23rd. You have been warned. Now, there are also some Zero Aura sleeves, which, now look, if you're into Zero Aura, brilliant. If you're not, you're probably not going to be into them. Obviously, there is a new Zero Aura V, which is coming along in, what is going to be Chilling Reign over here, what is Silverlance and Jet Black Poltergeist over in Japan. So you'll notice that these are, a lot of the sleeves you get around the release of a set is clearly to tie in with some of the main cards from the set. That shouldn't be a huge surprise. Speaking of which, you can get both sleeves and a deck box featuring Gardevoir and Glade. Now, this is another one of those situations where I don't really care what you feel about the cards or even necessarily the Pokemon. The artwork here is just phenomenal. I kind of want to get the deck box purely because it's got a bigger, it's hard to see. It's a longer version of the art, but I suppose the sleeves have got a taller version of the art. But this is just absolutely amazing. Now, remember, there are Gardevoir and Glade that are both going to be coming around in this particular set. And I've spoken very highly of them. I think the Gardevoir is absolutely amazing. It's got an ability that lets you, it's basically Zacian's ability, but you look at 2 cards, not 3. But you can attach any energy to any of your Pokemon, not just metal energy to that Zacian. Oh yeah, and it doesn't end your turn, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, and there's a Curlier here, which has got the same ability as Frogadier, but for Curlier, you just search out 3 of them and bench them. So I think there is a good chance this is going to be a legit single prize deck. And now we've got sleeves and deck box to go along with them. And even if you're not interested in the cards, I think you should be, but even if you're not, oh my goodness, they are amazing. Now, there are some Blissy sleeves coming as well. Again, there is a Blissy V that is coming in the set. I know it's got a bad weakness, right? I've talked about the fact that it's got a bad weakness. I accept it, but I really love it. It's got an attack that does 10 damage plus 30 for each energy on it. But every time you attach free energy from the discard, and yes, it can be special energy. If we ever get a reprint of like double colorless energy, this card is going to be absolutely nuts good. No, we haven't got one at the moment. Fine. But still, I love this Blissy. It's one, I'm kind of hoping everyone underrates it, so I can go and pick up a playset of them for next to nothing, and then start deck building. But we have got sleeves here that actually feature Happiny, Chansey, and Blissy, so the entire line. And, I mean, first you've got Blissy healing up all of the Pokeballs like they're in a Pokemon Center. You got Chansey carrying some eggs, but you've got Blissy putting plasters on a Pokédoll in the back, or a Clefairy doll. How cute is that? These sleeves are absolutely amazing, and I am 100% into them. There are some Pikachu ones that, I mean, look, they're clean and they're cool, alright? Either you like them or you don't like them, that's completely up to you. But it's a black sleeves with Pikachu on. It's very stylistic. I don't want plain Pikachu sleeves at this point. I want something like the Gardevoir sleeves and Glade, but they're still kind of cool. But hey, maybe you don't want standard generic Pikachu, maybe you want to go on an adventure. Well, great news, we've got an adventure or a Pikachu Adventure deck box, and you'll notice on one side you've got Pikachu with Darkrai and Pikachu with Zera Aura, and then we've got sleeves that are Pikachu with Mew, and other sleeves which are Pikachu with Lugia. So yeah, Pikachu's going on an adventure and going to find some legendary Pokemon. We've only got the one angle of the deck box. I'm hoping on the other side, well, I'm assuming it's probably Mew and Lugia, but I'm hoping we've got some other artwork featuring some other legendary Pokemon. Sorry, mythical Pokemon. Because, both. Because, oh my goodness, these are cool. As far as I'm concerned, if you're going to buy some Pikachu sleeves, these are the sleeves to buy. But maybe you're not into Pikachu, maybe you want to go and have a party. Well, there is a mysterious tea party collection coming on as well. We've got a deck box and some sleeves. You'll notice, unlike the other sleeves we've looked at, these are actually landscape orientation, not portrait, so you can actually see the whole picture. And you've got the Mad Party thing going on here. We've got Poltegeist, we've got Mr. Galarian Mr. Rhyme. But then you've got Eevee and Pikachu and Milcery and Alchemy, and it's a kind of sleeves you can sit there and look at for about an hour because they've got so many little details tucked away. And I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I love this. These are very, very cool. These ones I do think you're better off with the sleeves rather than the box, purely because you can see a little bit more, as in one picture, but then again, the side of the box tends to wrap around a little bit further and show you a little bit more, so, I don't know. They're over in Glenwood Tangle having a tea party, and I am into it. Speaking of deck boxes with lots of cool stuff going on, we have got the Shiny Friends Total Pattern deck box and sleeves. And what we've got here is just really cool artwork of various Pokemon and trainers, and it's so cool. It's so cool. Now, what is really cool here is that the sleeves in the deck box aren't exactly the same. I don't think the sleeves have got any Pokemon that aren't on the deck box. I think the deck box just generally has more on it. I just love both designs. And while we're here, there is a separate set of sleeves which just feature the first part of the Pokemon from the Galar region, your Grookey, your Scorbunny, and your Sobble, which I don't like as much as the regular sleeves, but I am digging this art style. And then finally, and this is weird to me, alright? I'm going to be honest with you. This is a little bit weird. But what we've got is a set of sleeves, which is just a pile of plushies. And a deck box as well, which is clearly the same image. Which is weird to me. Somebody has just piled up a bunch of plushies and taken a picture and put them on some sleeves. Now, they look almost all Gen 1, although you'll notice front row center, Pikachu has got a Pichu with him. Again, this is another one of these with just so many hidden details. You're going to be looking at this for ages. But I am looking... Oh no, I'm lying to you. There is a Cyndaquil and a Chikorita over on the left as well, which I'm assuming means there's a Totodile. Oh yeah, there's a Totodile really obviously at the front. So there are a few Gen 2 Pokemon creeping in here, but it is largely Gen 1. This is where the comments are absolutely flooded with, how did you miss this, this, and this? Because look at the artwork! Oh, does anyone else want to find that pile of plushies and just go and jump in them? Because I legitimately just want to go and jump into a big pile of Pokemon plushies. That sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm totally into it. These are a cool load of sleeves. Like I say, you need to go and have a search around. There are plenty of places you'll be able to go and buy them. I'm going to try and make a video outlining some of the reputable sites, but I need to go and do a bunch of research because I will not be going and advertising, pushing websites until I can check with a bunch of people that they are legit. But these are cool, and recently my videos about this kind of stuff have been pretty popular, so I thought I would go and share it with you. Now, the other piece of news that we do need to mention very quickly at the end here is that there is one more country which has been added to the list of definitely coming to McDonald's, and it's the UK! Woo! We're getting them! Now, a couple of people have sent me some McDonald's packs from the US. Thank you so much to those people. Those people are awesome. Thank you to the Melly Best on Twitter, who was one of about 17 people who sent me this information. Thank you to all of you. You are all awesome. But the image I'm using is the one that is sent by the Melly Best. They are starting off on the 19th of May 2021, which means exactly 1 month from my date of recording this video. So we are getting the cards in the UK. I have been telling you all the way along that we would be, and that we would probably get it a fair bit after the US, because basically that is what's always happened. We always get the McDonald's promotions quite a bit after they appear in the US. So this shouldn't surprise anybody, but you should still be delighted and extremely happy about it. This is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely awesome. I'm not going to go into great detail because I know not all of my viewers are in the UK. I know the majority of you are in the US, where the promotion has already started and finished. But regardless, this is awesome news. And I do have a bunch of US followers, and I have told you, all that as soon as I had news about it coming out in the UK, I will pop it into a video. I do have news. I popped it into a video. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we need to know, and now it's over to you guys. What I really want to hear from every single person here, which of these sleeves, as far as you're concerned, are the best? I want to hear from you. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.